Welcome everyone, Cliff from Advanced Diagnostics. Today we're going to talk about the importance of the key count, because to skip looking at how many keys are stored in the system can make a difference between a successful outcome and an outright failure. The reason why you always want to look at the key count is because you may be maxed out. And there are some vehicles, for example on Toyota, where they'll hold 5 masters and 3 valets. The valets are chipped differently on some of those systems. So if you're trying to add a 6th master key under program keys, that's not going to work because you're maxed out at 5. So always look at the key count. Now, my example vehicle today is one of the calls that I handled personally last week on the technical support line from a gentleman that had called about a Ford Escape. It was a 21 Ford Escape with a push-to-start ignition. And he kept getting this very frustrating message, unable to add key. And he kept thinking, well, maybe it's my prox. He went out and got another prox key and that wasn't it. So he called us. So I told him, I said, we need to look at the key count. You're probably maxed out. That's a very, very big clue that you have reached the maximum amount of keys. Now, these push-to-start systems on Fords will only hold 4. Had it been a bladed ignition, it would have held a lot more keys. But on Ford's prox systems, the majority of them will hold 4 keys. So what we want to do is look up at the top right-hand corner where it says prox immobilizer, and we're going to select that. And we have an option here called live data. That's going to give us our key count. So you always want to look at that information. Now, depending on the manufacturer, sometimes the menu is going to say keys programmed. If you see that option, you always want to select that first. On the majority of the Fords, it's going to be live data, and some of the other manufacturers as well. But always look at your key count. That's so important. And as you can see from this example, it is imperative to your successful outcome. All right, that concludes our time together today. And I hope you found this message helpful. I look forward to seeing you in the next video.